Okay, boys and girls, welcome to math class. Okay, so we are still doing about our measuring capacities and adding and subtracting capacities. So our learning objective today, we are learning to add and subtract capacities. And that's what we were doing yesterday. And when I looked at your work, at your videos and your pictures, some people had a lot of trouble. I know number 1 and number 2 was easy. And as I said, number 3 was a very big challenge. So don't worry if you didn't get it. But today we're going to practice a little bit more. So I'm going to run through it a little bit more with you right now. So the questions that we had yesterday on our sheet were, how many millimeters altogether? And on Monday, I told you that when we talk about altogether, we talk about addition. We want to know how many there was all together, okay? So I label altogether means plus addition, okay? So I'm going to do a little example for you here. Okay, remember, if we want to do any kind of addition or subtraction of different capacities, we have to make sure that they're measured in the same. So if they're both in litres, you can take away and add them. But if one is in litres and milliliters and one is in milliliters, we have to make sure that they are both in milliliters. So that's the first step, okay? So step number 1, I have some that I have in my house. Here, let me see. We're going to see how much I have altogether. If I bought 1 carton of orange juice, can you see there how much is in the orange juice? It's 1 litre, okay? So I'm going to write down here 1 L for 1 litre, okay? I know it's very naughty of me, but I also bought a bottle of Coca-Cola. And this one has, let me show you, 600 milliliters, okay? 600 milliliters. Now, can I add them together like that? Well, of course I can say 1 litre, 600 milliliters, but we would like to make them both the same unit of measurement. So we're going to make them both milliliters, okay? So we know that 1 litre equals to 1,000, milliliters, okay? So now they're both in millimeters, it's easier for us to add them together. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my units, okay? I'm going to put my 1,000 milliliters. Remember to put your milliliters on the end because we're not counting chickens, dogs, cats, or pesos. We're counting in milliliters, okay? So please put your milliliters there, okay? The next one we're going to put 600, so 600. So we know that the 6, and we have the 2 zeros in our tens and in our units, milliliters. So what we do is we draw our line and we put our add. We want to see how much they are all together. So 0 and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 6 plus 0 is 6 and 1. So we have 1,600 milliliters, okay? We can then change that to 1 litre, 600 milliliters if we like, but both answers are correct. And we have to put them both into milliliters before we subtract or add. Okay, let's try another one. Let me put these out of the way. Okie dokie. The next one we had is, question, what is the difference in milliliters between, okay? So the difference we talked about yesterday, when we want difference, it's take away. We want to know what the difference is between my carton of orange juice and my bottle of Coca-Cola. How much more does the orange juice have than the bottle of Coca-Cola? What is the difference? So again, we have to make sure that they're both in milliliters. Okie dokie, let me clean this off. So we know again that my carton of orange juice is 1 litre. And we know that that equals 1,000 milliliters. And we know my bottle of Coke is 600 milliliters, okay? So my Coke equals 600 milliliters. We want to know the difference, so we know we're going to subtract. You always subtract the smaller from the bigger. So I have my hundreds, my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my units. I put down my 1,000 and milliliters, and I take away my 600 milliliters. 0 from 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Remember your subtraction that we started at the beginning of quarantine? So 6, I can't take 6 away from 0, so I have to borrow 1, put it over here. 400 milliliters. The difference between my carton of orange juice and my bottle of Coke is 400 milliliters. This has 400 milliliters more than my bottle of Coca-Cola. Okay, guys? I hope that simplifies that one for you. Now, we're going to do the last one, and this is the one that lots of people had difficulties. And I know you had difficulties because there was fractions, but we're going to do them today without fractions and see how you go, okay? This one. How much is left when... Okay, so as you know, Miss Faye loves cooking, not... But I do have this beautiful bottle of olive oil that I use, okay? So, if I have this bottle of olive oil, I'm going to see. Can you see? There are 750 milliliters in this bottle of olive oil, okay? 750 milliliters. When I was cooking, I needed 120 milliliters of olive oil. It sounds like a lot, but I was cooking something big, so I needed 120 milliliters of olive oil. Okay? I used 120 milliliters of olive oil. Now, so if the olive oil has 750 milliliters and I used 120 milliliters, we need to know how much is left. So again, you are taking away 750 milliliters, take away 120 milliliters. Now, you can see mine is a little bit off there. I have to have them underneath. So I should always do my thousands, hundreds, tens, and units to make sure that I have my units under each other, my tens under each other, and my hundreds under each other, okay? 0 from 0 is 0. If I have 0 and I take away 0, it's 0. 5 take away 2, we should all know that, is 3. 7 take away 1 is 6 milliliters. So how many milliliters is left? 630 milliliters is left in my bottle of olive oil, so I can cook a few more times. Okay, guys, so they are the 3 types of questions that I'm going to give you today. Okay, I need you to look at the wording. Altogether means plus, difference means minus, and how much was left will also be minus, okay? Let's think about it when you're reading the questions, and let's try to do our best. Again, please give me a 3, a 2, or a 1 to let me know how you got on. If you're having difficulties, there's no problem. I'm going to talk you through it, or when possible, I'm going to try and send you a little video to help you out, okay? So, I hope you enjoy the work. Don't stress. Do it nice and slowly. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.